Yeah, I would say let's switch up with your boy Draymond Green. Now, is indefinitely too much? Now, well, let me first off by saying indefinitely to me means he's coming back this season. Because
Yeah.
if he was being suspended for the year, he'd be suspended for the year. They would just say he's done for the year. So I think that I feel like he probably gonna get a good 10 games, and they're gonna let him come back. Is what would be being that it's indefinite? My question is, what is enough for you? What would be a number that would be like, okay, that's justified punishment?
I think they said indefinitely because they don't have a number in mind. They want him to complete some things like they did with Kyrie Irving, like complete X amount of anger management classes, and then when he's done
Right.
with that, he could be done with it in a week. Who knows? And then I think he should be suspended for the rest of the year, personally.
Hey,
You think so
make
too,
an
Lamar? I
example
mean,
out of this
Aaron,
dummy.
you think he should be suspended
Yeah.
49 games for
Absolutely.
why?
Absolutely.
Why?
This is behavior that's been going on for such a long time, and he keep getting a slap on the wrist. It's
But is it a
about
slap on
time.
the wrist? I mean, wait, because you're saying a slap on the wrist. He hasn't physically punched anybody,
He
right?
punched Poole, his own teammate.
I mean, not that, but that's in locker stuff. The problem should have been who recording this stuff to be allowing this to get out.
No.
No, the point is out, and we saw. Then he done kick people in the private areas, mushing
And
people.
he's gotten suspended.
He's a
and he's gotten
walking menace, and he
suspended.
needs to be stopped.
But
He's a walking menace. He
he's
needs
gotten,
to be stopped.
but he's gotten suspended for each of these things that he's done.
But that's the
No, he
thing,
has.
though. They're not
He has.
all of them.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
he
not
needs to be
everything.
suspended for the year,
'Cause
bro. Get him up out of here, man. He's a menace.
the year is
And Mike,
that's way too harsh.
well, and what Mike is saying is inaccurate. He hasn't been suspended. The only reason he's missed games is because he was over the technical limit.
Right.
Right, and I think it's because a lot of the things that he's done have been pushes, kicks, little things like that. Don't really. He trying to find his thin line to try to get away with something, and then I get what y'all saying, but fully out of control to me is you throwing punches, you elbowing. He's not doing those things. He's playing dirty, and I don't know if playing dirty warrants a full season of no basketball, 60 games of no basketball for playing dirty. Dirty and punching people are two different things, in my opinion.
So the way I look at it is like this. He started off doing dirty ball. Then you go to kicking cats in the nuts. Then you go to choking somebody. Now you go into your second
And this is
punch.
the same season.
And-
You right. We forgot about the choke. You done choked
Right.
somebody and
What happened with the choke?
you remember
Rudy
Rudy Gobert?
No. I know. I'm saying, what was the penalty behind the choke?
They only gave him 5 games, and the
Okay,
reason
but
why
he
they
got-
no.
got-
But listen, but the only reason they gave him 5 games is so that he can come back in time for that last in-season tournament.
So let me ask you, if I commit a crime, right?
Yeah.
Does that wait? I can't. Why is that there for your response?
Shit. 'Cause I know.
Yep.
Look, hey, Am, I know you, and I'm going to agree with the law.
Why you do that?
I feel like if I commit a crime and you punish me for that crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I do my time. Now I'm back. Like, I'm back out here in the streets, and you can't just keep being like, well,
well, we know you ain't committed no crime because that ain't the way it works.
It's 3 strikes and you're out. How many strikes does he get?
Yeah, I get what you're saying with the 3 strikes, but
well, not even the 3 strikes. Okay, if you commit a crime and you've been convicted of that crime, if you go out after you've served your time and everything, if you go back out there and commit another crime, they use your past criminal history
Thank you.
to determine.
Right. No, right. I agree with that. However, if
He
I'm
has
just
not been
well, hold on.
expunged.
Well, hold on. If I'm just stealing, don't try to penalize me for murder. And that's my point. I think that that's what they're doing.
Oh, Mike,
Y'all
come
He
being
on,
tried to go to the
man.
you,
extreme.
y'all said no. I mean, I'm not even a Draymond fan, but goddamn, the rest of the season, that's
So he know how to
Yes.
crazy.
act
That's
right
way
after
too
that.
much. That's way too much. I'm sorry.
That's
That's
like getting
way
the
too
switch
much.
when he was a kid. That's the switch. He need the switch.
Hey, Rasheed Wallace said it's their fault. They said they
Whose fault?
bred this monster. Rasheed Wallace said all them cats from that time. They said they bred this monster to be
And I
like
agree
this.
with that. See, and this is the reason why I think the NBA needs to step in and make a statement, because Golden
Thank you.
State is,
Now,
you know,
now I agree
you
with you
said
on.
that,
No, go ahead.
you said, like, when we referenced the Jordan Poole incident, um, you know, you said, well, that was in practice. Okay, but that's still in an NBA stadium. You're still signed to an NBA contract. So you're still violating. If that's the case, then they should have never found anything wrong with what Gilbert Arenas did, bringing guns into an NBA locker room.
It's a horrible comparison, but
Well, it's the
I,
same.
no, because
That's a
I think
dude. He
though. I think no,
assaulted
because
somebody.
I think what happens though. I think that there's a whole lot of inner practice struggles, things that occur, a lot of trash talk, and a lot of stuff that we don't know about that does occur. That, and I don't think that he should be penalized for doing what probably everybody else has done at some point in time during practice. I don't think that that's fair for him. And I do agree though that you put this target on your back for constantly doing foolish things. And I agree. I think he should be penalized for doing the stuff that he's done. But a full a 3/4 of the season, that's too much.
What about 40? Would you take 30 games?
No, that's still too much. 30 games for dirty play.
Continue
That's not
dirty
dirty
play.
play.
Continue
No, if he
dirty
do it,
That's
play.
not
I
dirty
think
play.
I think with the indefinite, I think it is dirty play. Well, the last slap really was, yeah, that was crazy. But I guess my point though is, I think
And the
that
choke.
what I think that
And
he
then
should
and
do,
the choke, bro. You gotta talk about it all, fam. You
right? But
can't talk.
what I think Stern should do for real now, I would not
Well,
Stern,
Stern ain't gonna
Silver,
do shit because Stern
Silver,
is
yeah,
dead.
Silver. I corrected myself before you said something. Damn it. What I think, what I think Silver should do is I think he should have a for real talk with him. And I think that
Well,
I think the players unions, no, I think that they do, because I think that they had to tell this dude, like, you about to be done, bro. But I don't think, again, I don't think what he did warranted the full season. I just don't. That's just too much for me.
Then how many games is enough for you?
Yeah, I see about 15.
so you think what
15,
John
that's a huge.
Morant did was worse than what he did?
I think the difference with what John Morant did and why I think he's held more liable for the two gun things is because of the image, and you got children watching you, looking up. I don't think that Draymond had the same impact of his play than Morant could have with his gun thing. If you're a representative of the NBA, at least Draymond is in a basketball situation slapping and punching. Like, you ain't on Instagram just throwing pistols up. Who else is doing that? Who else is on? What other NBA player tossing up pistols? They all know better, and he keep doing that. And you're a representative of the NBA, so that's a certain image you got to portray. These are two different
Did he?
situations, in my opinion, that really can't be compared much as the same.
So, so what happened with John Morant's criminal case on the guns?
Yeah, this is the NBA. It's an
No,
image.
no, no. I'm saying, was there a criminal case?
No,
Okay, do they know if he has a permit to have a gun or not?
that's not the
Mm.
point.
Well, it is the point, because you're penalizing him for doing something on his own free time, away from the league, away from.
You're a
Uh,
representative of the league. I can't. For example, nobody from the Nuggets. Weed is legal in the Nuggets in Denver. I think they even started passing drug testing laws where they don't even test. It's either the NBA or NFL. But anyway, but you don't just see them just with bricks of weed. Like, yeah, we got this. It's a certain image that you have to portray being an NBA player. And I think Morant went across those lines.
He's a superstar too, so I will say that.
And his kids involved with watching him. I think that's a big difference from basketball play to me toting guns, trying to live a lifestyle that the NBA don't want to be flexed in a presence.
See, and I don't like how that's all playing out, because kids are watching the NBA games. So you're influencing kids that it's okay to choke the opponents. Nope. It's okay to punch teammates.
Nobody said it was okay because he got penalized for it. To say it's not okay would be they let him get away with it. He got penalized.
He has been getting away with it.
He's been suspended for it. So they're not just letting him walk away.
Well, he's been suspended one time in 9 years.
Yeah, I just think the two situations aren't the same to be compared.
I just feel, as the NBA, if you've suspended Ja Morant for 25 games for an image problem, you have to do a lot more to somebody that's actually violating league rules. And I'll be honest with you, if I was any of them players that he did that to, man, I'll be in the back filing charges on him. I want some money.
He's not want some money.
Wouldn't that be wild if you could do that? Wouldn't that be wild if you could do that?
I think you can. Why can't you?
Because I think I'm sure it's some kind of contract within your contract, NBA contract, when you sign that.
Well, kick me out the league. Kick me out the league. I'm violating that contract. I want that money green 23 month.